So, what if I told you that there was a lake community just 20 minutes from Uptown Charlotte where you can go kayaking after work, grab a little dinner at a local brewery, watch deer in your backyard, and you can still be at the airport in about 25 minutes? Most people moving to Charlotte have definitely heard of Lake Norman, but you'd be surprised hardly anyone talks about Mountain Island Lake. And honestly, I kind of hope it stays that way. Today, I'm taking you on a tour of what I think is one of Charlotte's area's best kept secrets. We're going to look at the neighborhoods, talk about home prices, visit some local favorites, and by the end of the video, you will know whether Mountain Island Lake belongs on your relocation list. Hi, I'm Nicole Gates with Carolina Girl Relocation with Realty One Group Revolution, and I help people relocate to the Charlotte area every day. And one of the questions I hear all the time is, Nicole, where can I find a place that feels peaceful, but I'm not like an hour away from everything? And my answer is Mountain Island Lake. Now, is this area for everyone? No. But if you love being outdoors, enjoy a little slower pace of life, and you love getting to the airport super quick, then you're gonna love what I'm about to show you. Here's something that some people don't know. Mountain Island Lake isn't just beautiful, it's actually one of the places that we get our drinking water from here for the Charlotte region. And because of that, a lot of the shoreline has been protected. There's a lot of rules on overdevelopment, and that means there's a lot more trees, there's more natural shoreline, and a lot of really cool, peaceful coves, and way less commercial development than you're gonna find on other lakes. And that's one of the reasons why it still feels like such a hidden gem. What I love most isn't just the lake, it's the lifestyle. So picture this, you're coming home from work, you're hanging out, you're going out in your kayak to go get a little afternoon sun, or you're meeting with your friends at one of the local breweries, taking the kids out fishing, or you're hitting one of the local nature trails, or you're just sitting on your porch enjoying the peace and quiet. And that's why people really are buying here. It's not just a house, it's a lifestyle. And that's the part that surprises people the most. You escape the city, but you're also really close to a lot of things. I mean, you're just 20 minutes from Uptown, you're about 25 minutes to the airport, and really you're close to the U.S. National Whitewater Center. You're close to Mount Holly and Belmont, Huntersville, Denver, and a lot of other really cute communities that are nearby. You do get the best of both worlds, and one of the things that people ask that are relocating here are like, is the area beautiful, but where do I go to the grocery store? Like, where am I gonna go to dinner? Is there anything actually nearby? And the answer is absolutely. In fact, one of the biggest things that came here recently was Mountain Island Lake is the Riverbend village. It's just a few minutes away from a lot of the neighborhoods around here. And it's really become a hangout spot for a lot of people. You're gonna find people heading up there on a Monday night for music bingo. I know it's random. It's not your actual typical grocery store. There's actually a full service bar where neighbors hang out after work. And throughout the week, they have lots of things like trivia nights, wine tastings, there's even live music. I know it's weird, but it's actually really fun to go get groceries and end up hanging out with your friends at the bar. And when it comes to restaurants, a lot of restaurants in the area as well. One of them is Margarita's Mexican restaurant. If you love Italian ice, you gotta check out Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Another great one is Rayleigh Asian Fusion. It's known for its sushi, Thai dishes, and a lot of Asian inspired cuisine. You're also going to find multiple coffee shops, fitness studios, salons, and everything, little things that you might need that are just a short drive away. And one of the things I love most about Mountain Island Lake is that it feels very peaceful, it's kind of tucked away, but you're never sacrificing convenience. You can spend your morning kayaking on the lake, grabbing lunch with friends, running your errands, and you can still be home in time to watch sunset from your back porch. To me, that's what this lifestyle is all really about. Now you have a feel for what everyday life looks like around Mountain Island Lake, so let's look at some of the neighborhoods because each one has its own personality. And one thing I always tell my relocation clients is every neighborhood around Mountain Island Lake has its own little uniqueness, and so let's take a look. So first up is Overlook, or what I like to call the classic lake community. If you've always dreamed of living on the lake, Overlook is one of the first neighborhoods that I recommend. You'll find a lot of waterfront homes, but also homes that are interior homes. You have community lake access and also homes with deeded boat slips. It has a beautiful clubhouse. They're building a brand new gorgeous pool and has really big trees, beautiful landscaping, beautiful yards. It really just feels like an established lake community. It's perfect for boaters and anyone looking for that classic lake lifestyle. There's interior and lake access homes. They generally range from about $650,000 to about $950,000, with waterfront homes typically starting about $1.3 million and can exceed $2.5 million. Next up is Preservation Point. We'll call that the nature escape. If peace and privacy are high on your list, and you're going to love Preservation Point. The lots are also large, beautiful, big, mature trees. And it's really minutes from Lada Nature Preserve, where you can go hiking, kayaking, paddleboarding, or simply taking a nature trail and enjoying your perfect weekend out in the woods. Interior homes in Preservation Point generally range from about $700,000 to $950,000, with waterfront homes typically around $1.2 million to well over $2 million. Next, we have Mount Isle Harbor, the family favorite. Mount Isle Harbor has a lot of combination. You get a lot of value and also lake lifestyle. You're going to find beautiful waterfront homes and also interior homes with community docks, pickleball and tennis court, clubhouse, community pool, boat storage, boat ramp. And it's also really convenient to Highway 16, which takes you directly into Charlotte. The interior homes here can range from $525,000 to around $800,000, with waterfront homes usually range about $900,000 to over in the $2 millions, depending, of course, on the lot and the dock. But then we have Stonewater. Stonewater is kind of like the best of both worlds. It's in Mount Holly, so it's on the Gaston side of Mountain Lion Lake. And if you watched my Mount Holly video, you already know how much I love downtown Mount Holly. You're just minutes from locally owned restaurants, great breweries, multiple coffee shops, and they have a ton of festivals and community events. One of the features I love is the network of walking trails through the neighborhood. They make it easy to get outside for an evening walk or a bike ride without even leaving the community. But here's what makes Stonewater special. It's actually directly across the street from Imagery. And Imagery is one of the top 55 plus communities in the area. And I'm seeing more and more families relocate here together. So maybe the kids move here for work and mom and dad decide that they want to be closer to the grandkids. So Stonewater and Imagery make it really easy. You know, your parents can have an active adult lifestyle where the kids and grandkids can literally live across the street. They're close enough for Sunday dinners, but you got a little bit of space for your own. And you always have someone available to babysit. But everyone still has their own home and their own independence. And I think that's pretty cool. Interior homes in Stonewater generally range from around $700,000 to $1 million, while waterfront homes typically start around $1.4 million and can exceed into the $2 millions. So let's talk about Imagery. We're going to call that the active adult hidden gem. Because if you're looking for a 55 plus community that truly embraces an active lifestyle, Imagery definitely deserves a spot on your list. You'll find things, all kinds of clubs. There's a lot of fitness opportunities, walking trails, lake access, and now they have their own resident marina. But one of my favorite things about this community isn't actually the amenities, it's actually the history. Long before Imagery was built, this land was owned by the Bechtler family, whose name you might recognize from the Bechtler Museum of Modern Art in Uptown Charlotte. And the family had a collection of cabins here where artists would go to create and find inspiration overlooking the lake. Instead of removing those cabins during development, they actually preserved them. And today, they have been transformed into creative spaces for residents. There's a pottery studio, a ceramic studio, sewing and craft rooms, a gaming cabin, a community library, and several gathering spaces where neighbors can learn new hobbies and spend time together. I just think that is such a cool way to preserve the history of the property while creating a community that celebrates creativity today. Now, most homes range from about $475,000 to $700,000, while the limited waterfront homes generally range from approximately $800,000 to over $1 million. So people ask me all the time, but Nicole, where should I actually be looking? So here's a quick guide for you. If your budget is around $500,000, you're going to want to look at Imagery and some homes in Mount Isle Harbor. It's a great way to enjoy the lake lifestyle without paying waterfront prices. But if your budget is around $700,000 to $900,000, you have really great options in Overlook, Preservation Point, Stonewater, and Mount Isle Harbor. And at this price point, you're going to find larger homes, newer construction, and many homes with community lake access. Once you reach 1 million and above, you're going to find some beautiful waterfront homes on Mountain Island Lake. And depending on the neighborhood and the lot and whether there's a private dock, prices can easily climb well above 2 million. The great thing is you don't have to own a waterfront home to enjoy this lifestyle. Many of these neighborhoods have docks, community docks. They have boat launches and boat ramps and lake access, so you can still enjoy everything Mountain Island Lake has to offer. You know, after helping so many families relocate to the Charlotte area, I've realized something. Most people think that they're shopping for a house, but really, they're shopping for a lifestyle. The house is simply where you sleep. The real question is, where do you want to spend your weekends? If you can answer that question first, finding the right neighborhood becomes so much easier. If you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe because this is the first of many in where you should live in the Charlotte area. In the next episode, we're going to explore other Charlotte areas, communities, and help you decide if it's the right fit for your lifestyle. And if you're thinking about relocating to the Charlotte area, I would love to help. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Nicole Gates with Carolina Girl Relocation, and I'll see you in the next video.